How much thought have you really given to your rabbit's litter box? It seems simple. Put it down. Keep it clean. Job done. But that box, it's not just a toilet, it's a statement, a message, a mirror of your rabbit's trust in you. And when you get it wrong, even slightly, the damage doesn't just show up on your floor. It shows up in their body, in their stress, in the silence you don't notice until it's too late. Let's start with the mistake that's putting your rabbit in danger every single day. 1. Using the wrong type of litter. You could be poisoning them. Are you sure the litter you're using isn't slowly harming your rabbit? It's one of the most common and most dangerous mistakes rabbit owners make. Just because it's sold in the pet store doesn't mean it's safe. In fact, many litters marketed for small animals contain pine or cedar shavings, which release aromatic oils that can damage a rabbit's liver over time. Others use clumping clay, which can cause deadly intestinal blockages if your rabbit ingests it while grooming, something rabbits do constantly. And paper-based litters? Some are safe, but others come from recycled materials that still carry ink and chemical residue. You won't see the damage overnight. That's what makes this so dangerous. Your rabbit keeps using the box, keeps acting normal, until one day they're not. And here's the part most owners never realize. Rabbits are prey animals. That means they hide pain until it's nearly too late. So if your rabbit's been sitting in the wrong litter for weeks or months, there may already be irritation, respiratory issues, or worse. We'll talk more about the subtle litter box behavior that reveals if your rabbit's in pain at the end of this video, but first, let's look at a mistake most people make without even realizing it, and it's all about where the litter box goes. 2. Placing the litter box in the worst possible spot. Why do so many rabbits stop using the litter box, even when they were doing great before? In most cases, it's not about the litter. It's not about cleanliness. It's about location, and it matters more than you think. Rabbits are creatures of habit, routine, and territory. If the box is placed in an area that feels too exposed, too noisy, or disconnected from their main safe zone, they'll avoid it, even if it's technically accessible. Many owners make the mistake of putting the box out of sight, tucked in a hallway, a corner, or even behind furniture. But for your rabbit, it feels like a trap. No visibility, no easy escape routes, no scent connection to where they rest or eat. Other times, it's the exact opposite, right in the middle of heavy foot traffic or next to loud appliances like washing machines. That constant stress can make the box feel like a punishment, not a place of comfort. Here's a good rule. Watch where your rabbit naturally goes. They're already telling you what feels safe. And hey, before we move to the next one, make sure to hit like and subscribe so we can get this video to more people who love their rabbits as much as you do. 3. Letting the box get just a bit too dirty. How often do you clean your rabbit's litter box? And is it often enough? Because what smells not that bad to you might be absolutely disgusting to your rabbit. Their sense of smell is far stronger than ours. And they're also extremely clean animals. If the litter box smells even slightly off, they may stop using it altogether. Or worse, start associating that corner with discomfort or danger. Many owners wait until the box looks full, but by then, it's already been full in your rabbit's nose for hours, even days. And here's the part that stings. A dirty box doesn't just push them away, it chips away at their trust in the space. To a rabbit, a clean litter box is a safe signal. A dirty one is a sign that something's wrong, that their space is being ignored or even threatened. So if you're struggling with litter box consistency, before blaming your rabbit, check your own habits first. 4. Using a litter box. That's way too small. Have you ever actually watched your rabbit try to turn around in their litter box? If they're backing out awkwardly, shifting side to side, or stepping in their own mess, the box is probably too small. And for your rabbit, that's a constant source of stress. A lot of owners assume a kitten-sized tray will do the trick. But rabbits aren't cats. They stretch out, shift position, and often eat hay while doing their business. If the box feels cramped, they may start avoiding it altogether. And it's not just about comfort. A small litter box can lead to poor posture while eliminating, especially for larger breeds, which may cause pain or pressure over time. Not to mention the increased mess on the floor when everything just doesn't fit. Here's the fix. Use a box that allows your rabbit to fully turn around and sit comfortably while munching hay. A large cat litter box, an underbed storage bin, or even a modified plastic tote works wonders. Because if your rabbit dreads going to the bathroom, accidents won't be the only issue. Their health and confidence take a hit too. 5. Mixing hay and poop zones incorrectly. Are you placing your rabbit's hay inside the litter box or far away from it? Either choice can backfire if you don't understand how rabbits actually operate. Here's the weird truth. Rabbits eat while they poop. It's a natural behavior rooted in digestion and instinct. But most owners either separate the hay entirely, making the rabbit choose between comfort and food, or throw it directly into the litter, turning their meals into a soggy mess. Both options lead to the same outcome. Your rabbit stops using the box or starts avoiding the hay. The ideal setup: place a hay rack or bundle of fresh hay right at the edge of the litter box, close enough that your rabbit can nibble while sitting inside, but far enough that the hay stays clean. Some owners even use a grate or platform to elevate it slightly. This small adjustment can turn the litter box into a positive, comforting space instead of a confusing one. 6. Using harsh cleaners that leave toxic residue. What do you use to clean your rabbit's litter box? And have you ever checked what's left behind? If it smells lemony, piney, or fresh, that's a red flag. Most household cleaners, even the ones labeled pet safe, are not rabbit safe. Rabbits have extremely delicate respiratory systems, and those lingering chemical residues can burn their lungs, irritate their skin, and even interfere with their hormones. The worst part? You don't even see it happening. Your rabbit enters the freshly cleaned box, sniffs, pauses, hops back out. Over time, they start avoiding it completely. And you think it's behavioral, when in reality, it's biological. The safest way to clean a litter box? Use a diluted white vinegar solution, just vinegar and water. It's strong enough to break down calcium buildup and odor, but safe enough not to leave invisible threats behind. And if you're still using scented wipes or antibacterial sprays, it's time to stop. Because even one deep breath in a freshly sprayed box can leave your rabbit gasping in ways you'll never see until they get sick. 7. Not having enough litter boxes in multi-rabbit homes. How many rabbits do you have? And how many litter boxes? If the answer is just one, your rabbits might be silently fighting over it. Even bonded rabbits, the kind that cuddle and groom each other, still have territorial instincts. A single shared litter box can become a subtle battleground. You may not see the conflict, but it shows up in the form of accidents, avoidance, or one rabbit guarding the box without you realizing. This kind of stress builds slowly, and by the time it affects their behavior, it's already affected their bond. Here's the rule: 1 box per rabbit, plus 1 extra. That means 2 rabbits? 3 boxes. It's not just about access, it's about choice, freedom, and emotional security. And this applies even more if your rabbits are aging, unbonded, or recovering from illness. 8. Scolding them for accidents instead of understanding the cause. What do you do when your rabbit has an accident outside the litter box? If your first instinct is to say no, raise your voice, or show frustration, even gently, you could be teaching your rabbit one thing: you're not safe. Rabbits don't respond to punishment like dogs. They don't learn a lesson. They freeze, they hide, and worst of all, they internalize fear, associating you and the space around the box with danger. But here's the truth: when a rabbit stops using the litter box, it's almost never bad behavior. It's a message, a cry for help. The cause is usually medical, like a UTI, arthritis, or GI discomfort, or emotional, like stress from a new pet, scent changes, or territory shifts. So if your rabbit suddenly starts missing the box, don't react. Observe, investigate, support. Look for patterns, triggers, or signs of pain. And if in doubt, talk to a rabbit-savvy vet. Because the way you respond to an accident can either build trust or quietly break it. 9. Ignoring this one litter box clue. That screams pain. Have you ever noticed your rabbit straining in the litter box or sitting there longer than usual, barely moving? Most owners miss it. They think, oh, they're just relaxing, or maybe they're still going. But this one subtle behavior is a red flag, and it could mean your rabbit is in serious pain. Here's what to look for. If your rabbit enters the litter box, stays hunched, doesn't poop much, or starts grinding their teeth quietly, that's not normal. That's a rabbit in distress. It could be a sign of GI stasis, a deadly condition that shuts down their digestion. Or it might be a urinary tract infection, bladder sludge, or even arthritis, making it painful to posture. And because rabbits are prey animals, they hide it until it's almost too late. The litter box becomes the only place where the pain shows. And if you're not paying close attention, the one clue they give you gets ignored. So don't just look for mess. Look for changes in posture, duration, and behavior inside the box. It could be the one thing that saves their life.